First read this.
Om Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Namaha. Niralamba Upanishad. Om, that Brahman is infinite and this universe is infinite. The infinite proceeds from the infinite. Then taking the infinitude of the infinitude universe.
Slowly.
It remains as infinitude Brahman.
Brahman alone.
Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in that forces that act on me.
Little bit loud, okay?
1. I shall raise and answer questions covering all that must be known for liquidating the misfortunes of living beings plunged in ignorance. 2. What is Brahman?
Okay.
Who is God? Who is living being? What is Prakriti? Who is the Supreme Self? Who is Brahma? Who is Vishnu? Who is Rudra? Who is Indra? Who is the god of death? Who is the sun? Who is the moon? Who are the gods? Who are the demons? Who are the evil spirits? Who are men? Who are women? Who are animals and so forth? What is immobile? Who are the Brahmanas etc.? What is a caste? What is deed? What is a non-deed? What is knowledge? What is ignorance? What is pleasure? What is pain? What is heaven? What is hell? What is bondage? What is liberation? What is to be adored? Who is the disciple? Who is the sage? Who is the deluded? What is the demoniac? Who is austerity?
What is
Austerity. Which is the supreme abode? What is to be sought after? What is to be rejected? Who is the renouncer? Sannyasin. 3. Brahman is the infinitable spirit. It appears as Mahat, the Sankhyan great, the ego, the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, the macrocosm, and as actions, knowledge, and ends. This is a It is non-dual and free from all adjuncts. It is big with all powers and is without beginning and end. It may be spoken of as pure good, quiescent, unqualified. 4. God is the veritable Brahman that, depending on his power called Prakriti, creates the world and enters into them as the inner controller of Brahma, etc. He is Ishwar as he controls the intellect and the sense organs. 5. The living being, Jiva, is he who, through false
superimposition
affirms, I am gross, due to the name and form of Brahma, Vishnu, Asanya, Ishana, Indra, etc. Jiva thinks through I am one.
Though I am one,
due to the difference of the causes that originate the body. And the jivas are many. 6. Prakriti is but the power of Brahman. It is intellectual in nature and competent create the variegated and marvelous world from the matrix of Brahman. 7. The Supreme Self of Brahman alone, being altogether different from body, etc. 8 to 9. Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, the god of death, the sun, the moon, the gods, the demons, men, women, animals, etc. The immobile, the Brahmanas, etc. They are that very spirit. 10. Neither skin nor blood nor flesh nor bone has cast to self is cast ascribed through the mere usage. 11. I do the deeds that are done through sense organs. The deed thus done as centered in self alone is the deed in question. 12. The deed done with conceit as agent and enjoyer, causing birth, etc., binds the non-deeds is the obligatory and occasional action, sacrifice, holy vow, austerity, gifts, etc., done without a desire for their fruit. 13. Knowledge is the immediate realization due to the disciplining of body and sense organs. Service rendered to the teacher, hearing, thinking, and meditation. That there is nothing but spirit, the essence of both subjects and objects, which is immutable along the muterables like pots and clothes, the same in all, the innermost essence. 14. Ignorance is the illusory knowledge, like that of a snake in the rope of Brahman, that is all in all pervasive and non-dual. This illusory knowledge is associated with a plurality of selves based on plurality of the adjuncts of bondage and liberation.
Loud little bit.
Stations in life, caste, men, women, and immobiles, mankind, lower animals, and gods. 15. Pleasure is the blissful state that succeeds the knowledge of the essence of being, intelligence, and bliss.
You can say
it is dukkha, pain, is the mere sankalpa, or the thinking of the objects of mundane existence, or of non-self.
Not self.
16. Heaven is the association with the holy. 17. Association with the worldly folk who are unholy alone is hell. 18. Bondage consists in imagining due to the beingless latent impressions of science, I am born, etc. 19. Bondage consists of imagining a plunge into the flux of existence which it
with its possessive
claims on fields, gardens, houses, children, wives, brothers, mothers, and fathers. 20. Bondage is the conceit of egoistic agency in regards to actions, etc. 21. Bondage is the imagination prompted by the desire for the 8 powers, anima, etc. 22. Bondage is the imagination prompted by the yearning for adoring gods, men, etc. 23. Bondage is the imagination leading to the practice of yoga with its 8 limbs, yama, etc. 24. Bondage is the planning of actions and duties bound up with castes and stations of life. 25. Bondage is to imagine that Atman has qualities like doubt, fear, etc. 26. Bondage is to plan to acquire knowledge, to perform sacrifices, vows, austerity, and make gifts. Bondage is to plan and devote oneself exclusively to moksha. 28. Bondage is what springs exclusively from imagination. 29. Liberation is the attenuation through discrimination between the eternal and the ephemeral of the sense of ownership in regards to objects that generate fleeting pleasure and pains to the transmigratory life. 30. Adorable is the teacher who leads one to Brahman, the spirit dwelling in all bodies. 31. The disciple is Brahman indeed that remains altogether immersed in the knowledge of the world, as obliterated by the awareness of its ground, viz. Brahman. 32. The sage is the knower of the essence in self-awareness, present in all as their innermost part. 33. The deluded he who is sustained by the conceit of egoism as regards agency, etc. 34. Demoniac is the austerity rooted in entrenched attachment, aversion, destructive violence, hypocrisy, etc., that torments oneself by performing repetition of holy names, and Agnihotra while fasting, and is prompted by the desire to secure the power of gods like Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, and Ishana. 35. Austerity is the burning in the fire immediate immediate realization of the world's falsity, of the seed of imagination fashioned by the desire to secure the power of Brahma, etc. 36. The supreme abode is Brahman's status, one of eternal freedom, comprising being, intelligence, and bliss beyond the qualities of the inner organs and the sense organs and virtual breaths.
And the vital breaths.
37. To be sought after is the essence of the pure spirit undetermined by space, time, and objects. 38. To be rejected is the thought that true is the world other than one's own self, that is perceived by the false sense organs and the intellect. 39. The sannyasin, mendicant monk is the wandering independent ascetic who is known for a certain indeterminate concentration.
Nirvikalpa
Samadhi. I am Brahman He is led up to it
through the
through the
experiential
knowledge of the content of major texts like there is no plurality here. All this is Brahman, though throughout thou art, etc. After renouncing all duties, sense of possession, and the ego, and taking refuge in the beloved Brahman, the ascetic is liberated. He is not adorable.
He is adorable.
He is adorable. He is the Yogin. He is the immense. He is the Brahmana. Om, that Brahman is infinite, and this universe is infinite. The infinite proceeds from the infinite, then, taking the infinitude from the infinite universe, it remains as the infinite Brahman alone. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Here ends the Niralamba Upanishad belonging to the Shukla Yajur Veda.
That is Shukla Yajur Veda.
Shukla of Yajur Veda.
Mantrahina, Kriyahina, Bhaktihina, Kshamapate. Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Thus ends the Nirmala Upanishad.